Hey guys, and welcome back to Panthers Oilers 30-year relocation franchise here on Madden 20. That's right, we are in a time machine back in the year 2019, and we are relocating the Carolina Panthers to Houston, Texas, in the NFC South to now become the new Houston Oilers. And if you missed last week, it was a big episode. We upgraded Cole Holcomb to star development. He is a rookie, so he does have a blue placard behind him now. I guess that's what you would call it, player portrait. But he is now a star development player. If you missed that doubleheader episode, go and check that out. We played the Cardinals and the Texans. As you can see, we lost 42-0, and it was probably the weirdest game of Madden I've ever played in my life. But we did get the star dev for Cole Holcomb. He's now a 75 overall and now the highest rated player on the defense. We got it very early in the game, and I had to edit it. I had to watch that game twice. So if you guys missed that episode, go back and watch that. But we got some stuff to talk about today because this is a big episode, boys. We get to relocate the team. This is where we get to choose our cities. We're going to go ahead and handle that really quick. That's right, boys. It is time to relocate the teams. Let's go to available cities. And of course, we are going to Houston. Moving a second team to Houston is a bold move. Choosing from the Oilers, Gunners, and Voyagers. Market size is huge and personality loyal. Obviously, we're going with the Oilers, but we will decide that next week. As far as contracts go, because we have 6 players up for negotiations, Duke Thomas, Michael Jordan, Sky Moore, DeAndre Houston Carson, Justin Burris, Sean Oakman. My boy Sean Oakman is up for a contract. A lot of our players are young, so a lot of our players are going to be looking for more long-term deals. But a lot of these guys that are on the team aren't very good, and they're probably not going to develop very well if they play as backups, because a lot of these guys, to be honest, are going to become backups on the team if they do stay for a longer period of time. That being said, there are some players on this team that have made a lasting impact and a lasting impression on me. Sky Moore is one of them. DeAndre Houston Carson is one of them. These two guys have played really well since the preseason. Our defense has actually played a lot better than our offense, considering they do have higher overalls. But I feel like Sky Moore and Houston Carson definitely deserve longer-term deals with the team, even if they're going to end up being backups. And the other positive for contracts with these guys, since they're mostly backup level players, is they're not going to be asking for a lot of money. We have $195 million in cap. We have a lot of money, but I'm still not going to be, just handing out contracts to everyone. We have to be a little bit cautious as to what we spend, because obviously we're bringing in Tom Brady in the offseason, and maybe some other contracts that will be handed out as well. We can't be just handing contracts out for everybody. So it's like we have to be selective as to who we sign, because we do want to bring in free agents. We do want to bring in guys in the draft, and they're going to be wanting bigger contracts later in their careers, because obviously we're going to have really good picks in the draft, and those guys are going to want big money. So we're not going to be signing everyone. Some of these guys, unfortunately, will not be making the team next year, and I want to be selective with the contracts, if that makes sense. So Sky Moore is looking for 2 years at $850K salary, $270K signing bonus. So I'm going to bump that up just a little bit to $290 on the signing bonus, and we're going to make an offer of $2.28 million. and he's happy to re-sign with the team. This is our first contract. This, aside from the guys that, we signed for the practice squad, but this is our first contract in Carolina Panthers, Houston Oilers, 30-year franchise. Welcome to the team on an extended deal, Sky Moore. All right, so this contract for DeAndre Houston Carson might even be a lot easier because he's not looking for a signing bonus. He's only looking for $650K on salary, 1-year deal. So, I'm going to go $750 on that just because he's earned a little extra money, and we're going to go ahead and lock him up. And that's exactly the offer he was hoping for. Next season will be great. The second player in Carolina Panthers' new Houston Oilers history has been signed to an extended deal. We got 1 year for DeAndre Houston Carson. Welcome back to the team, bruh. As far as the rest of these guys go, Duke Thomas, Michael Jordan, Justin Burris, Sean Oakman. Justin Burris, he might be getting a contract, but this is what I want to say. A lot of these other guys, Sam Young's probably not going to get re-signed. Caleb Ewells probably will be. Nicholas Grisby probably will be. But a lot of these guys are on prove-it contracts with us. Like, they have to prove that they want to be here. They have to put up the numbers. They have to get the interceptions. They have to get the sacks. They have to get the tackles. They have to get the touchdowns. You know what I mean? They have to get the yards to get contracts with this team because we're not good. And these guys have to prove that they need to be here moving forward. Sky Moore and DeAndre Houston Carson did that. Justin Burris, I believe, did that as well. So maybe we'll give him a contract in the next episode. I'm not sure, but I think he deserves a contract as well. But, I'm only doing 2 right now. But as I'm trying to tell you, they are on prove-it deals, man. Prove-it deals for anybody on this team moving forward after this episode. As far as scouting goes, now you can see on the offense, we really need running back, really need left tackle. That's probably going to be our number 1 pick. Really need left guard, really need right guard, really need right tackle. Defense, really need defensive tackle, really need strong safety. Now you can see that I have some guys starred, favorited for the draft here. Mike Gray, D tackle, Travis Lennon, running back, Thaddeus Irvin, tackle, free safety, Daniel Nickerson. And you can see we got A's, straight B's across the board. We got a lot of guys here. KJ Sheldon at right outside linebacker, Spencer Hardy at right tackle, Tobias Tucker. And we're really not going to know more about these guys until we get their combine results, is where they're going to be athletically as to who we really want to take. Now, I am a little concerned. We're looking at 1 second-round talent, 1 third-round talent, and 2 7th-round talents at strong safety. Okay, we got a lot of undrafted players here. If we go to free safety, we got 1 first-round guy that we already have starred. We have 1 second-round guy, 2 fourth-round guys, 1 fifth, 1 sixth, and the rest are undrafted players. Now, there could be a couple gems here. Orlando Purvis could be good for us. He's 6'1". We got 6'4" free safety in here. Vernon Holiday is another scheme fit for us. But I'm a little concerned because we do need strong safety, and there is literally nothing here. Maybe we'll have to sign someone in free agency, but like I said, we're going to have to look at the combine results for a lot of these guys and see where we are going to go. Are we going to take Thaddeus Irvin with the number 1 pick and solidify our tackle position in this draft? Because we're going to have Tom Brady. He's going to be our quarterback moving into season 2. So we're obviously not going to take a quarterback with the number 1 pick if we get Tom Brady. If we somehow can't get Tom Brady, then maybe we'll try to figure out what we're going to do. If we're going to take a quarterback, I do have some quarterbacks on the board. We can go to our scouted board right now. We got David Irons, a 4th round pick. Martin Owens, a 5th rounder, a scrambler from Hawaii. Both these guys have A throw power. We got A+ for David Irons. We got A- for Martin Owens. But if we look at the available quarterbacks, the number 1 first round guys are Derek Armstrong and Thurman Bowles. Could one of these guys possibly be the future quarterback for the team if we can't get Tom Brady? You know what I mean? We have to have a backup option, and I am going to be continuing to scout quarterbacks just in case we don't get Tom Brady. But I wanted to give you guys an update on scouting as well. Before we get into anything else, I gotta apologize because we played the Texans, and I really didn't even think about saying that the Texans replaced us.
Son of a bitch.
Obviously, we're the Panthers, and we're coming back as the Oilers. But the Texans replaced us, and we didn't really say anything about that. I didn't say anything about that. The Texans replaced us, and the Titans were us. So that it's a thing where the old version of us and the new version of us that aren't us anymore are still in the game, and I didn't say anything about it. So these Texans-Titans games are going to be very, personal. And I don't even know if we play the Titans. We do. We play them week 9.
Son of a bitch!
So that will probably actually be next video, because I want to do doubleheaders for the rest of this season and just get this season out of the way. Not that I'm not enjoying it, but we're going to get the Panthers season out of the way. But we also play the Titans in this season, so that's going to be fun. But I want to apologize for not really playing up the whole Texans thing. But anytime we play the Texans moving forward, anytime we play the Titans moving forward, that's going to be probably longer episodes, because we really want to drink those episodes in. So I do want to apologize for that. An eagle-eyed viewer of these franchise videos here on the Oilers Reload series will see that we have moved up to a 58 overall. Now, there is a reason for that. If you missed the 60, that's because of our new 75 overall Cole Holcomb that is now a star dev. So happy about that. We have made some moves on our team, and we have that hold to reorder thing going on right now. Luke Blanc just moved down to a 59. I just now noticed that. But we have made a move. We have signed Myles Gaskin. We've taken advantage of our 65 overall rule, and we have moved Myles Gaskin to this roster. We have moved Snorris Perry to RB2. I like Snorris Perry, but man, we can't run the ball in the regular season with him. He's a 59 overall, and I know the point of this series is making bad players good, but he's just not developing. He's slow. Not as slow as Lavon Coleman, who's now on the practice squad. But we brought in Myles Gaskin. I think he's a good player. He's a rookie in Madden 19. He's a 65 overall, 5'10", 190, 21 years old. We have so much time to develop him. Even if he's not going to be a starting running back, he could be a backup sometime down the line. But he's a 65 overall, elusive back. He's got 73 break tackle, 87 speed, 90 acceleration, 82 agility, 88 carrying, 75 ball carrier vision, 75 juke move. Now, he's not the best route runner in the world, but I think he could give us a good opportunity to run the ball a little bit more in these games. So welcome to the team, Myles Gaskin. He's going to be taking over for Snorris Perry, is moving to RB2. This is also going to help with our injury to Dalton Crossan when he can come back. We have moved Justin Blackburn to number 1 wide receiver, and we also have Katana Takahashi at 2, but we have signed someone from the practice squad, and that is Cam Sims. 6'5", 214, 23 years old, 1-year player out of Alabama. This dude is a big body receiver that I think we need to have on the active roster. He's got 87 speed, 89 acceleration, 81 catching, 78 catching traffic. His route running is good, except for his deep route running, which he actually made some pretty good plays with Washington on deep routes with Alex Smith. But 74 short, 72 medium, 83 spectacular catch, 82 agility and jumping, and 76 ball carrier vision. I think he could end up being a good player with this team, and I have activated him to the main roster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him to wide receiver 2, and Takahashi will move to 3. But never fear, we have moved Takahashi to starting slot receiver, taking over for Justin Blackburn, who will get in there on some plays. But this is going to be the new look for the team moving forward in this game. As far as the quarterback position goes, we're going to give another game to Tim Tebow. That being said, we're going to give another game to Tim Tebow with that 84 throw power. But these guys' jobs are not safe, okay? Matt Kessel, you might be the third quarterback looking in from the outside of the window, out in the cold in the snow. Brett Rippon, even though he's a 57 overall, I don't think he's ready. But these guys are fighting for their job. They're fighting for the job for starting quarterback. Just like I said, this is a carousel here. This is a committee quarterback room. We don't know who's going to be the quarterback. Am I giving Tim Tebow the start because I'm a little bit biased? Maybe, but this is my series. These guys might have a little bit more competition coming in. You see it. Johnny Football. Johnny Manziel. 6 foot, 210, 27 years old, 2-year player out of Texas A&M. Now, I did make him. He's a 64 overall. Now, I tried to use his Madden 17 ratings. He does have a lot of his Madden 17 ratings. He's got 88 throw power, 77 deep, 77 medium, 83 short accuracy, 55 awareness though, 79 throw on the run, 65 play action, 71 throw under pressure, 65 break sack. I moved that up a little bit. The speed is at 82, agility is at 91, acceleration is at 82, carrying 68, strength 61, elusiveness 84. A lot of this stuff is exactly how it is in Madden 17, and I did lower him down a little bit to a 64 because that's where I think he would be 2 years later at a 64 overall. He does not have a star. He does not have any kind of development. Johnny Football is in Madden 18 as a free agent. If they don't do well in this game, I feel like we give them a sign. I know it's $2.37 million, but we have the money. Our cap room is at $157 million. I think we can bring in Johnny Football as a little bit of, fire to these quarterbacks. But this series is all about, second chances and bringing these guys back, making busts, a real deal with Tim Tebow. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the essence of this series. And I think Johnny Manziel is a perfect quarterback to bring into this series and try to give him a second chance in the NFL, because what could have been with him? He was amazing in college and he gets drafted by the Browns. Okay? Who wants to play football for the Browns? I don't want to play football for the Browns. And I don't think anybody wants to play football for the Browns, unless you're Joe Flacco, who wants to retire there for whatever reason. But, guess what? Johnny Manziel is back in the NFL as a free agent. And if we don't do well against the Jags, he's probably going to get that Carolina Panthers contract. So, just to let you know, Tim Tebow, Brett Rippon, and Matt Kessel, there's a Johnny Football watching and waiting for a spot on this team. I realize, before we get into this game against the Jaguars and Calais Campbell, oh, good Lord, that's going to be crazy. Anyway, we have not, that hold to reorder is still there. That's weird. We have not used any of the alternate uniforms for the not Jaguars. We're the Panthers. for QC. Anyway, we have not used any of the alternate uniforms for the Panthers. Now, this is the away option. You've seen that. Here's the 2015s for the Panthers, home and away. Here's the 2015 Color Rush, which is pretty cool with that all Carolina blue. There's the 2015's alternates, which are all white. Then the 2015s, the 2015's home, the current home, current away, which you've seen, the current Color Rush, which is completely all Carolina blue, the all white current Color Rush, and the current alternate, which is Carolina blue and black pants. I think in this game we are going to go current alternate. I think that's going to be a pretty cool one for us because we haven't done it yet, and I think I'd be doing you guys a disservice if we didn't use any of the Carolina Panthers uniforms before we go to the Oilers. I think they deserve to see the rest of their uniforms before we go to the next season. I think we should just do that. So let's get into this game against the 81 overall Jaguars. Hopefully, Tim Tebow and these quarterbacks ball out, because guess what? Let's do it. Hold on. Let's do it. We could possibly be bringing in Johnny Football. So let's get it. Oh man, too many mix. I didn't record the opening. It's a rain game. They showed Nick Foles, and I was talking about how they gave him a big contract. I forget how many years it was, but like he got hurt, and then Gardner Minshew had to play. So this whole thing. They didn't see our guys again. It's a rain game. They showed our uniforms. Let's get it.
You son of a bitch.
Kick it off, man. It's our first rain game in the series. Zane Gonzalez getting ready to kick it off. I haven't played this game in a while. I've been editing episodes. But you know what? Even though we suck and these games really make me mad, I love playing this series. It's too loud. We're going down to like 40. 6 touchdowns, 1,000 yards for Nick Foles. 3 interceptions. But I love playing this series. I really, really love playing this series. And I'm trying to get better at defense. I really am. I suck. Oh, that's not going to go to the crib. Come on, Holcomb. There we go. There's Oakman. Let's play action. Nick Foles goes down. User sack for Anthony Johnson. 3rd and goal. They're not getting Super Bowls in this franchise. And he's going down. Oh. You can't make that up. Nick Foles got back up after a sack, quote unquote, and scores a touchdown. Looking for the offense to do something, because that's the cheesiest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. Here comes Tim Tebow. We're going to see our new uniforms. 10 interceptions. We're all breaking records. Not yet. We have to hit 29 interceptions to break records. He's got 313 yards. I refuse to bench this man. I'm going to try to run the ball today. We got Myles Gaskin in the backfield. New Oiler. Well, not Oiler, but new Carolina Panther, Myles Gaskin. Gonna get a decent run there. Got Jaron Jones, Luke Banquo, Gory Hunt, Blackburn, Sonoris Perry, Myles Gaskin. We got some players out here today, man. Maybe Cam Sims. You gonna throw the ball a little bit today? Cam Sims catches his first pass from Tim Tebow. And that's a completed pass for the new Panther. Couple of new Panthers in this game today. And Cam Sims is going to get the first. 21 yards for Tebow. And Perry somehow made his way back out onto the field when Myles Gaskin is our running back. I think we're going to make a move here just before we get into the rest of the game. So third down back is going to be Gaskin. We're going to want him in as much as possible if he's going to be our guy. And it will move Perry to power back. I'm going to get a little bit there. I'm going to bring Blackburn across the field. Try to get Mac open. We're going to try to scheme Mac open here. And it's going to work. We are in Jaguars territory. Maybe Takahashi over the middle. Primary route is Blackburn. We're going to get sacked. We really going to punt here on the 46. What's the field goal? 63. Yeah, we're going to have to punt. But I'm impressed with the drive, man. That was a good drive. We picked a zone play, but I kind of want to pick man just to see what we can do. Anthony Johnson, Caleb Lewis, Sean Oakman, Nicholas Grisby, Cole Holcomb, Ty Summers. I really want to try to get Ty Summers going as well. Brought him up from the practice squad, I think, an episode ago. We're going to try some things, try to figure out what we can do on defense. And man did not work on that play. I can tell you that right now. Oh! A player got hurt for Jacksonville. Now it's time to blitz. And he's going to be hurt for a while. Looks like a run. And it's going to be wide open. It's going to be a first down. I got some ideas for Season 2 as to who our coach is going to be. Because we really want an aggressive defense. After this year, we're going to have a new head coach. We're going to have a new identity as a team. And I want a very aggressive defense. Nice. I'm going to be bringing the blitz on like every play, man. I'm so tired of these guys getting wide open. And that's going to be a touchdown. I'm not disappointed. But at the same time, I am, bro. Because we go to blitz, they're wide open. You know, we use man, we get beat. We use zone, it helps. But it's like, we still lose by 40 every game. That's Blackburn with a catch. Okay. First down, Panthers. We might have to go for it here. We'll have to go for it because we definitely can't hit a 61-yard field goal. So we're going to go fullback run. Fullback dive. And that's going to be a first down, Panthers. Javon Franklin. closer field goal range here, honestly. With TEBOW. Let's put Blackburn on a streak. Maybe we can get Sims over the middle. Put Gaskin in pass pro. Oh, we could have had a touchdown. So on this side of the field, it was Takahashi. And he was wide open, bro. If we could have got to him, he's running straight to the end zone for 6. Let's get some points. We're going to miss it. It went down too fast. The rain's messing with me. All right, man. We can't catch a break in this game, man. TEBOW leads us down for points, and we don't get them. And that's probably going to go to the crib. No, it doesn't. If we can keep him out of the end zone, we might have a chance. But we went down there. We almost had points. We couldn't get the 54-yard field goal. It's unfortunate. It really is. There's another touchdown. We're down 20. Gonna be down 21. Mac takes the big hit, but also gets us to a 3rd and 6. Maybe Cam Sims over the middle here. Conquay on the drag. We're going Cam Sims, and that's a 1st down. Well, I don't know where that was going. I hit RB. Maybe we could try to hit Cam Sims and get this first. He's open, bro. Tim Tebow. When the guys are open, you hit them. I'd bench him. Guys, I would bench him. I would bench him for a different quarterback. But you know the same thing is going to happen. That's an interception. Take it back for 6. Senko with the pick on Foles. We got a chance for points, boys. Number 40, Senko. Tried to take it to the crib. Couldn't make it. But we're going to be on, what, the 3-yard line? Mac, Sims, Takahashi, Blackburn. Who's going to get open on this touchdown? We'll go Blake Mack. That's going to get us to the 1. And that didn't work. We'll go quick slant. Try to hit Blackburn. Let's run Wolf on the inside. Actually, let's block everyone. Block everybody. We want we want Blackburn. And that's going to be broken up. Somehow Blackburn got jammed up. We're going to take the points. But still. We got the points. I want a freaking touchdown. We couldn't get it. But we have points on the board. I don't know about you guys. We're losing. But I feel like we're playing a lot better in this game. We got 73 passing yards, okay, TEBOW, and 18 rushing yards. That's more than last week by far. Atlanta, Matt Ryan with the only quarterback with more interceptions than Tim Tebow, 100 yards and a touchdown. They are currently losing to the Texans, 13-14. Bengals in Arizona. Kyler Murray beating out Andy Dalton. Divisional rival matchup, Tampa Bay versus the Saints. Drew Brees with 2 touchdowns and 76 yards against Jameis Winston. It is 16-13 with 1:43 left in the second quarter. We get the ball to start the second half. Let's get some points, man. I can feel it. I can feel it. Look at Mac or Conquay. We're going to get sacked. No time to throw that at all. And Sims is going to get overthrown by TEBOW. I hate and love our defense at the same time, dude. I had no opportunity to pick that. Absolutely no opportunity. They would not let me get on him. Madden cheese, bro. I saw it. I knew where it was going to, and I had no opportunity to get on that ball. See if we can find somebody open. You know? We throw a pick, we throw a pick. You know what I mean? Okay. And that's going to be inaccurate. We're going to protect this side of the field. And that's going to be a first down, Panthers. And it's inaccurate. We might not have a choice. We might have to bring in Manziel. I don't want to have to do it to TEBOW, but he might need it. And we're not going to hold a team to under 30 points today, because that's going to be another touchdown. I wanted to bring the blitz. 102 yards for TEBOW. 60.8 completion percentage. Tim Tebow is trying to keep his job. Tim Tebow is fighting for his job. Okay? He's trying to continue to be the quarterback for this team. And I have to, like, give him a round of applause, bro. Because he's trying to be the quarterback for this team. I kind of love that. Conquay. It's going to be a first. First down. Cam Sims. See, I hate hitting those short routes like that because sometimes they're like really tricky and you get picked. You know what I mean? I've had that problem before. Myles Gaskin is loose. Where's Perry going to get some yards on the toss play? Oh. I cannot make this up. I can't kick a field goal to save my life today. That's 6 points we've lost. There, we forced an inaccurate pass. So he's not perfect. He's 10 for 13 for 3 touchdowns. He goes down. Ty Summers. Break that up. There we go. And that is no good. No good. The Panthers take over at around the 50-yard line. Should be the 50-yard line. I want as much time as I possibly can here to throw this ball to Sims. Oh. And, oh, Blackburnham has had that. We are currently holding them to under 40 points. I doubt we make it, but we're going to try. And that's going to be a touchdown. We engaged 8 on 3rd and 2. And we're not going to hold the Jaguars to under 40. We will have a kick return touchdown. It's going to happen eventually. We're just running what coach wants to run, adding a little bit of our own stuff in there. Put Takahashi on a streak or a slant as well. And I hit him. Takahashi. Let's put Blackburn on a streak. Cam Sims on the drag route. It's going to get open. And he fumbled it. Okay. Nobody open. Foles goes down. Sack. Caleb Ools. And we should hold him to a field goal here. Cam Sims started 45 yards, 19 cents, but they're highlighting him. He's had a great game with us so far. And you know, I think Gaskin and Sims have done well. TEBOW's, I think, had his best game with the team since he's been here. Takahashi with another first down catch. Looking for Conquay. And that's going to be a flag. I think it's going to be a face mask. Yes. Face mask on the defense. Okay, Gaskin and pass pro. Justin Blackburn. Call the timeout. Ah. Oh, caught it in the back of the end zone. Okay. Oh, and he overthrew him. TEBOW, that's a touchdown you left off the board. We're going to get this touchdown. I don't know how we do it. I don't care how we do it. We're getting a touchdown in this game with Tim Tebow. It is happening. 4th and freaking goal, bro. Oh, man. Just a little bit shorter. Blackburn. We lost 45-3. We had so many chances at scores in this game. We actually are getting better on offense. And it might just be because of the guys that we brought in. But Tim Tebow didn't score a touchdown. Couldn't get in the end zone. But man, he did have some very annoying overthrows. But 190 passing yards. We had 41 rushing yards. And, you know, we're not averaging much per play, but this was a better game. I mean, we still only scored 1 field goal, but we had opportunities. We did. We had opportunities in this game. Every time we seem to talk about moving on from quarterbacks, they do something. Tim Tebow had a 70.2 QB rating. 24 for 42, 207 yards. Now, he did not have any touchdowns, but he got us in, field goal range a few times. It was raining, and kicking on all Madden sucks, especially in the rain. So, Zane Gonzalez, I am sorry. We could not get points for you. He only got 1 field goal in the game. Should have had at least 3. And we couldn't get a touchdown with TEBOW, but we really tried. We were down in the red zone a couple times. But he had 207 yards today. I talk about, okay, bringing in Johnny Manziel. And here comes Tim Tebow putting up 207 yards in a game. Like, okay. Now, looking at rushing, Myles Gaskin only had 24 yards for 13 carries, but that's 24 more yards than we had last week against the Texans. Okay, we could not run the ball at all. He was averaging 1.8 yards, whatever. He had 24 yards on the game. Perry had 6 because he came in, and Franklin with 11 picked up a big first down. Receiving-wise, Cam Sims had a day, okay? 7 receptions for 64 yards for the player that we brought in from the practice squad. Justin Blackburn with 57, almost caught a touchdown, just was not in the correct position for either. He actually made a huge play to get us down into the red zone, so Justin Blackburn was definitely a big sign for us. Yoshihiro Takahashi, the Katana, with 37 yards as well. He actually made some big plays on slants. So these 3 guys may be a very big key to getting our offense moving forward. Blake Mack, we tried to get involved. Conquay got a couple first downs. Myles Gaskin, we also threw 2 as well. Tried to throw 2 out of the backfield. Didn't really work out for us, but we tried. Blocking, Deron Jones with another sack, just proving us that we need a left tackle. The draft can't get here any faster. Defensively, we had 2 sacks today. Caleb Ewells and Anthony Johnson interceptions. We had 1. Tiggy Sanko. Tackles for loss, Ty Summers with 2. Nicholas Grisby with 1. Our total tackle leader today was Cole Holcomb with 7, with the newly star player. And most solo tackles today was Cole Holcomb. 2 assisted tackles for Cole Holcomb. Tiggy Sanquo with 3. Ty Summers with 2. I'm really hoping that Ty Summers moves up to a star dev here sooner rather than later. I'd like to have both of my middle linebackers there with star devs. But Anthony Johnson with 2. Grisby with 2. Jordan with 1. Ewells with 1. Jones with 1. Jerron Jones was in with a solo tackle? Oh, probably from an No, we didn't have an interception. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, kicking. Zane Gonzalez was 1 for 3. 33% field goal percentage at 18 yards. And we had a chance for a 4th field goal, but we decided to go for it on 4th down. So it should have been 6-2, whatever the score was, 45. Probably should have been way more than that. But Tim Tebow, 207 yards, best game of the season so far, 57.1 percentage. Let's see if we have some upgrades before we go into the next Buccaneers game and final Buccaneers game of the season. Still looking for that Tim Tebow upgrade, but I cannot complain about these. Cam Sims, Justin Blackburn, Anthony Johnson, and Shane Wynn. Let's go into Shane Wynn, get him an upgrade here. We'll go into his deep threat, makes him 60 overall. He's going to get +1 awareness, +2 catching, +1 deep route, and +1 release. We'll go into Anthony Johnson, had the sack today, going to his power rusher. Stays at a 60 overall, but he's going to get +3 power moves and +1 speed. Justin Blackburn, 2 huge catches today, I believe. And we are going to definitely go into his deep threat. I really think that needs to be upgraded. It's really going to help because that is his archetype. Deep threat upgraded, +1 awareness, +1 catching traffic, +1 catching, +2 deep route, and +1 medium route. I'm really hoping, since he's our starting receiver, if we could get that deep route going. I really wish we could have got a speed there to try to get him open on streaks. I would love to get him deep down the field for touchdowns. Cam Sims, also going to get an upgrade as well. And I think We're going to go deep threat with him as well, which makes him a 66 overall and our highest overall receiver. He's going to get +1 release, +1 medium route, +1 deep route, +1 catching, +1 awareness, and +1 acceleration. That is a great upgrade for Cam Sims. On to the next week against the Buccaneers, our last game against the Buccaneers. And let's just check. We are indeed the worst team in the NFC South, but not by much. The Falcons are 1-4, the Buccaneers are 1-4, and the Saints are the best team in the division at 4-1. But we're 0-5. And you'd think we'd be the worst team in the entire NFL. We probably are, but we are the worst team in our division, but not by much, which is very surprising. We have to choose our name today. So we're going to go ahead and get that done as well in this video. We are going to move on to the Oilers, okay? Next week will be our uniforms. So, man, we're that much closer to becoming the Oilers in Houston. All right, I just recorded an intro for the second half of the doubleheader, and you didn't have any volume because for some reason OBS dropped my mic. Wanted to handle something that I thought about after the game against who did we just play? The Jags. Something that I thought about after this game against the Jags is, like, when I set the team up, I wanted, like, a realistic, a team of replacements. These guys that are, like, not good enough to be the starters, but they are good enough to be on a team, but they are going to be starters, you know what I mean? And I have the 65 overall rule. Like, we just brought in Myles Gaskin to be the starting running back, and he actually did okay. Not well, but did okay than we did the game before. But I didn't want to fill this team up with 65s across the board because I didn't want us to get to 70 quick. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be a realistic build for our team. That's why I brought in sub 60 overalls. That's why I only brought in so many 65s. I really didn't bring in that many 65s. There's only, one on the team right now that I brought in. I didn't want our team to develop super fast. And I feel like if we brought 65s in across the board, it would be very cheesy. I wanted us to be bad in a realistic way, but I didn't want us to be so bad that we really couldn't do anything at all on offense. We're getting down the field on certain plays, but it's very few and far between. You guys don't edit the video. I do. Okay? And I just want to try to make it fun for you guys to watch and not just like us getting railroaded on every single drive. I do want to get you guys the good plays in there as well so you can actually see some fun from our side of the ball. But that being said, we do know that left tackle is a huge need for this team, and we are going to draft a left tackle in this first draft, this first off season. We just got to give our quarterback more time to throw the ball. I don't hate Sam Young at right tackle. I think we're going to leave him there for now. We might make some moves later. But that being said, Jerron Jones has probably played his last snap at starting left tackle. It's just not working out for us, and I had a couple options. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so the first option is the get back, option. It's against the Texans. Julian Davenport, 24 years old, 62 overall, 6'7", 325, 2 years experience, okay? He's only got 57 speed, but 75 acceleration, 67 agility, 83 strength, 71 awareness, and look at all the blocking stats. I mean, 60s across the board, almost 68 at run block finesse, 82 lead block, impact blocking's at an 81, 82 stamina. He's a 2-year player, okay, at 24 years old. And, taking him from the Texans would be like that spiteful thing to do, would be juicy for the franchise, for the series as well. But it's like, do I really want to get a 2-year player and possibly develop him, You know what I mean? Do I really want to do that? Because we're going to draft a tackle. We're just going to draft a tackle in this first draft. So do I sign him, make him the starting left tackle, and then draft his replacement, and then have a solid backup option on the team? Or do we do this? Jermon Bushrod, 35 years old, 63 overall. He's the highest overall free agent left tackle. Okay, pass protector. He is a scheme fit for us. 68 speed, 79 acceleration, 62 agility, 87 strength, 81 awareness. Pass block at 70, pass block power at 71. You know what I mean? Like, his lead block's not as good. His impact blocking is about the same. So it's like, do we bring in the scheme fit, the older player with 12 years experience? He can start right away. He's 35 years old, so he's probably going to retire after season 1. He might not even make it to season 2. So it's like, what do we do? Do we sign the scheme fit, or do we sign the younger player? And I really don't want to do both. So it's like, what do we do? I feel like, in fairness into the rules and what we're going to do moving forward, I feel like the nature of the franchise, we bring in Jermon Bushrod. I know that we want to bring in a younger player that can be on this team in the future. Maybe we have a chance to bring him in later in the franchise, but he's a 63 overall. He's going to be the highest rated lineman on our team, and we do need left tackle really bad, and we need somebody that can start right now. I feel like Jermon Bushrod is the move, so we're going to go ahead and give him a sign. Toby Weathersby at left tackle at 56 overall is now going to the practice squad. All right, so there you have it, guys. We have moved up to a 59 overall. We have strengthened the offensive line a little bit. Maybe we can run the ball a little bit better to the left. Maybe protect our quarterback a little bit better. But Jermon Bushrod is now a Panther, 63 overall, 6'5", 320, 35 years old, 12 years experience out of Townsend. And he's our best offensive lineman. We really needed to make a move, and I wasn't going to put Teron Jones on the practice squad. I am going to leave him out here as a backup. Just a quick scouting update, because I wanted to get in here really quick. Man, we got some freaking basketball players at wide receiver. 6'6" for Heath Golden, first round talent. 6'5" for Willis Marion. Then we keep going. 6'5" for PJ Starks. 6'6" for Antoine Farrell. 226, third round talent. You know, 6'6", 229 for Sheldon Bush. 6'5" for Jack Nowak. Like, there's some tall receivers in this draft. 6'5", Kenneth Knowles. And a lot of these guys are, like, graded. You know, these are, like, draftable guys. And I like really tall receivers, as you can tell, with a lot of 6'5" guys on the team already. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here at wide receiver, but we're definitely going to need to take one. Heath Golden looks like he could be a guy. He's not a scheme fit, but 6'6", 232, a physical receiver out of UCF, and looks like the number one guy right now is maybe a slot, Danny Aldridge, 5'11", 199. If that's not a Patriots receiver, I don't know what is. But we got certainly a lot to look at here at wide receiver. Since this is our last game against the Buccaneers, and this is a home game against them, I decided to give them the creamsicles. I mean, we're going to play against them every year, and I think this is like the coolest uniform, like one of the coolest uniforms of all time in the NFL. I love the orange jersey, like the white helmet with that orange stripe. I think this is a really, really badass uniform. And of course, we got to play the Bucs in their creamsicles. So they are going to be wearing the creamsicles, and we are going to be wearing the all white. Okay, I think this is going to be a super dope uniform for us to wear as well. I miss this old intro. It's so cool. And it's another rain game. Oh boy. So it's 9:30 in the morning. Rain game overseas. Well, this has potential to be the craziest game yet. There he is, man. Jameis Winston, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I almost said 13 interceptions. Not playing like the Jameis Winston that we know. Try something a little different with cover 6. That helped a little bit more. Cole Holcomb there. Honestly, we're just looking for things to do. And that's going to get wide open for a touchdown. Mike Evans. Here comes TEBOW. 520 yards, 10 interceptions. Still haven't broken that Peyton Manning 28 touchdown or 28 interception record yet. But I think we're going to do it this year. We had a good game last week. Why is Perry starting? It's actually not a bad run for Perry. Cam Sims fell, got back up, and made the catch. Could he be, you know, a future on this team? Could there be a future for Cam Sims? I think so. Oh, I didn't hit the button. I had Conquest open, and I hit the wrong button. Mac's not fast enough for this, bro. I kind of like the look they're giving us, though. That's a first down. Blake Mack brings it all back. Oh, yeah, we're still on All Madden, bro. I really don't want Cam Sims to be our entire offense, but, man, he's just making plays, dude. Alright, that was a tight throw. Didn't happen. Let's put Takahashi on a streak, bro. I want to clear that out. Cam Sims getting close, man. It's a 61-yard field goal. We're not even going to try it. Snap the ball. Wolf! Big 4th down play. We're in closer field goal range now. I'm going to keep Takahashi on that out route. Looking for Sims. Very close yet again. And I feel like we can get it. And we got it. Conquest. 2 4th down plays. And we convert. Just pick up a block, man. Oh, and it's intercepted. No! No, I threw it too early, bro. We had a chance for points. We're about to be down again by 2 scores. Somebody get to the quarterback, please. There we go. Finally. Anthony Johnson gets another sack. Austin Eckler. I don't know what his rating is. We'll go cover 6. But he would be nice to have. I would love to have him. Come on, somebody get there. And that's going to be a touchdown. Come on, bro. 7,000 years in the pocket. We can't get any. We have a chance to go down there and score. We can score on this defense. Okay. Apparently, we're not going to be able to run the ball anymore. When did we catch it at point of contact? It was 4th and 3. No, we're just going to let Mike Evans go straight to the end zone again. Come on, man. You know, I run the plays that are coming up on the board, right? And I know what to run, but we're not running it right, you know? If that makes sense to you. Like, our defense cannot make stops. They are constantly giving up a big play. And maybe it's Madden. Maybe it's all Madden. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're just going to make the play regardless because it's all Madden. We're about to be down 21 to freaking 0 again. This is going to be a touchdown. You watch. And it's not. It is. Okay. Cole Holcomb gives up a touchdown to Leggett. So it's going to be 21 to 0. We're getting blown out again. I don't want to keep throwing to Sims, but he gets open so easily. And we fumbled. So, you know. Come on, man. Like, are you serious? Just breathe, bro. I mean, our team freaking sucks, so we bring in a player that actually starts playing well, and he fumbles. You know, it's Madden. It's just that's the way it's gonna be. You know. All right. Cole Holcomb. Can we make a stop here on 3rd down? No. No, we can't. Why is Perry starting, bro? It's a good run. We're already down by so much. I don't care. We're going for this. If we don't get it, it doesn't matter. And we didn't get it. Let's go, bro. Go Bucks. Sean Oakman needs to freaking prove something because he has done absolutely nothing. You're just sitting in coverage, man. Get in front of the ball. Get in front of the ball, bro. There's 4 guys there, and none of them got in front of him. Like, are you kidding me? I don't think TEBOW is the problem. I'm not going to bench TEBOW. Because there's no reason to bench him. There's no reason to bench him. It's all Madden. It's our defense is terrible. You know what I mean? And we're trying to get these guys open. I'm scheming the best I can to get guys open. And it's just not working out for us. We have 59 freaking passing yards and 23 rushing yards. We'd run the ball, but it's kind of fruitless to do that. And Cam Sims, I'm trying to make him the next Megatron, dude. Like, I'll be completely honest with you. And Cam Sims makes another huge play. 114 yards for Team TEBOW. We got Mack, we got Perry, and Bundy in the game. That's broken up. Looking at Blackburn. We're going to get sacked. A 56-yard field goal in the rain. We've missed them all so far. We're going to try it. And we're going to miss it. It's going to get blocked. Yeah, it's going to get blocked. And they're going to run this all the way to the house. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? This game freaking sucks, dude. Not only do we miss it, because we were going to miss it to begin with, they run it all the way back for a touchdown. I'm not even going to try to throw to Perry because he's not going to catch it. There's only one season of us being really, really bad. Bye. I mean, bro, it's like, oh my god, it's like, bro, you can't make this up. You cannot make it up. Another interception for TEBOW. You can't make it up. I'm losing my mind, dude. I never get this mad at this game. Like, we suck. Like, the game, it wants to slap us in the face, bro. Like, yeah, we're already terrible. You know what I mean? Do we have to be slapped in the face? You know? We already suck, and the game just doesn't realize how bad we are, I don't think. It's like, oh, this is a programming. You're gonna have to deal with it. You just suck, and it's gonna get even worse for you. Cheesiest game I've ever played, dude. And the Texans game was really cheesy. There's a touchdown, bro. That's 6 touchdowns for Jameis Winston. He's probably going to break the 7 touchdown record in this game. We live in a world, okay? We live in a world in this franchise where Jameis Winston has 6 touchdowns and almost 300 yards. Tim Tebow is 63% completion and 114 yards. Maybe Conway on the jag route. That's close to a first. I like asking here. Can we get the block? Man, we get the first down. Okay. And it's dropped, but that was initially caught. Dropped by Blackburn. Cam Sims just is trying to make plays, man. Why would we not go forward here? I like Blackburn. Just don't drop back in coverage. That's caught by Mack. First down, Panthers. That's 3 fourth down conversions, bro. And we're gonna get sacked. Damn it! Our defense is so tired, man. They're always on the field. Oh! Someone made a play! Grigsby! Come on, Oakman. Make a play, man. Oakman has not made a play, I don't think, in the regular season. Are we gonna force a field goal? Punt! Finally! We finally forced a punt. And we're going to come out on the 13. That's broken up. We're going to put Sims on a streak. We're gonna get sacked. There we go. Cole Holcomb is such a G, man. He's in there on every play. We're gonna sit and cover 2. I think that might be the move for us. It's an aggressive defense. Gives up a big play. It's like the game AI freaking. It just hates us, man. 6 total touchdowns for Jameis Winston. If he gets 7, he ties Nick Foles and I think a couple other guys for like the most touchdowns in a game. We cannot allow another touchdown. We'll check that out after this game. Somebody get to Winston. Oh, you gotta pick that. You gotta pick that, Brailford. Of course, they're going to O.J. Howard again. Oh, gotta be on him. No, 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 no. No. Touchdown. But it wasn't Jameis Winston. It was Eckler. At this point, we're definitely getting the #1 pick. I don't see us ever winning a game. Like, honestly. I don't see us. That's actually a really good return. I don't see us ever winning a game. Not in season 1. Conquay. Come on, baby. They got it on strip ball when they're up by so much, bro. Like, you're beating us by so much. Why do you care? You're beating us by so much, bro. Was Blackburn? No, that was Takahashi. Okay. I know I run a lot of the same plays, but man, they get open, dude. Like. Okay, that was inaccurate. It's ridiculous to punt. We're already losing by 63 points. Go for it. Straight back to Sims. He catches it, doesn't have enough space, and we give it back to the Bucs. I mean, it's the right call. It's the right call every single time to go for it on 4th down there. It's the right call, bro. We're going to give up 70. You watch. We're going to give up 70 in this game. Austin Eckler. Shoot the gap. It's a run. That's a flag. Look at it. Delay of game. They ran it out that much. That's it. They didn't put up 70. But we got embarrassed. We're going to put Perry on a slant. Maybe we get one of these guys open. Blackburn has some speed. And it went over his head, but he had the speed, man. He's not the starting slot receiver, bro. There's a flag. Pass interference. It doesn't really matter what we run. We have no audible for this. At all. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and end it off with an interception, you know. Oh, is he going to pick 6 this? Is he going to pick 6 this? He's going to pick 6 this. Are you kidding me? To end the game, he's going to pick 6 this. 72. We gave up 70. Tim Tebow throws it to the end zone. The guy's just not fast enough. Gets intercepted. Runs it back for a touchdown. Are you kidding me, bro? There's full scores of NFL games in this game. We scored nothing. Our quarterback was terrible. We did everything we could do. We did everything we could do, and we still couldn't get any kind of points on the board. It's the worst game I've ever played, bro. Like, so bad. Crash out over. I crashed out probably 7 times in this game. I'm going to try to keep it 100 in the editing. Tim Tebow is 18 for 36, 155 yards, 4 interceptions. So we added to, what, 10 that he already had? So was he up to 14 in his season with us? A lot of it, is on him, like, short passes, overthrows, the game cheesing us. It's like, I think it was 50-50. I think it was 50 Tebow, 50 the game, just cheesing us, because, like, he had a tip that was for an interception. He overthrew somebody for an it was a whole thing. I threw one of them. Like, you'll have to tell me if you think he played bad. I don't know, but it wasn't a good game. I don't know. Myles Gaskin had 11 yards. Norris Perry had 4. These look worse than what they were. We picked up some first downs in crucial situations. We picked up 3 fourth downs just to try to stay in the game. Receiving wise, Cam Sims had 71 yards. The dude is an absolute beast. Maybe we do bring in Manziel. I'm not sure. We just need to give these guys somebody to throw them the ball. Maybe another quarterback will work, because it's not going to be the guys that we have. Tim Tebow, he can move to second string. I don't know what we're going to do. Cam Sims, 9 for 71. Blake Mack, 4 for 54. Conquay had 13. Ethan Wolf had a big catch. So did Katana Takahashi. And Blackburn, we just couldn't get involved. We tried. He couldn't get any catches. Blocking-wise, our center had a terrible game. Gave up 3 sacks. Ron Bushrod gave up 1 in his first game with us. And Hunt gave up 1 as well. Defensively, we had 1 sack. Anthony Johnson coming back with another sack. That's back-to-back sack performances. I think he had 2 last week. And then our tackle leader today was, again, Cole Holcomb with 13, 9 solo, 4 assisted, and DeAndre Houston Carson coming off that contract with 7 assisted, 3 solo, and 10 total altogether. 4 for Milligan, 3 for Sky Moore. Kicking, we tried a field goal that got blocked and returned for a touchdown. This is possibly the cheesiest game I've ever played in my entire life, and we thought that the Texans game was bad. This one was somehow worse. We couldn't even get a Hail Mary. They took the Hail Mary away from us as well. It's possibly the worst game I've ever played, and it's definitely taking years off my life. But let's get to see if we have some upgrades, bro. All right, man. We do have some upgrades today. Michael Jordan, Jordan Brailford, Justin Burris, Cameron Hunt, all starters, and Brett Rippon. He's a 57 overall right now. He's our highest rated quarterback, but every time he comes in, man, it's just, he misses throws. I would love to bring him in and see if he could be the guy, but I just don't know. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into these upgrades. So we're going to upgrade slot here for Mr. Michael Jordan. Moves him up to a 64 overall. He's actually -1 with morale, so he should technically be a 65. He's got +1 man coverage, +2 play rec, +1 speed, and +1 tackle. Jordan Brailford going to get a upgrade as well. And I'm going to go into the run stopper. He should be a 63 overall with -1 morale. Run stopper upgraded to +1 awareness, +3 play rec, +1 tackle, +2 zone coverage. Justin Burris is going to get one as well. We'll go into his slot. He stays at a 61 overall. He's going to get +1 man coverage, +2 or +3. I don't know why I saw a 2, but +3 play rec and +1 tackle. Cameron Hunt is going to move up. He is actually down -2 morale. He's a 57. Playing down at a 55. So we'll go into that power. It'd make him a 56. I think that should make him a 59. But he's got +1 pass block power, +2 run block, +1 run block power, and +1 strength. And with Mr. Brett Rippon here, we are going to go into his strong arm to make him a 58 overall, highest rated quarterback on our team. He's got +1 throw power, and that is hard to get. +1 throw power and +1 throw accuracy mid. So he's got 83 throw power now. It's going to take a long time to get him where he needs to be. So he's going to continue to be a project quarterback for us, maybe a long-term backup. But as of right now, I think we still go with TEBOW, or maybe we make a move. All right, so looking at the team, I just wanted to show you guys this right now. Tim Tebow has regressed down to a 53 overall with the -1 morale. He's about to upgrade, so it would make him a 55 because he is a 54. Excuse me. But Tim Tebow has regressed down to a 53. Gaskin's showing signs of doing something at running back, so we're going to keep him there. Cam Sims is being an absolute boss for us right now. We could upgrade this guy. We could continue to build around Cam Sims. I think that he was a free agent. I didn't take him from any team, and he is absolutely, our best receiver as of right now. We moved him from the practice squad to the regular main roster, and he is playing very well for us. He did have that fumble, but I'm blaming that on all Madden cheese. But I think that Cam Sims could be our #1 receiver for a long time. If we didn't draft somebody better in the draft, I think he could be our #1. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put Cam Sims at #1 receiver. We move Blackburn to #2. Takahashi is going to stay at 3. And to continue to develop these two guys, I think what we're going to do is move Justin Blackburn to #2 or #1 slot receiver, and leave Katana Takahashi at #2. He actually is a 60 overall slot receiver now, so Justin Blackburn is moving up. Defensively, our defense is actually getting better. I'm not sure what we need to do. Maybe we need to bring someone in here to help give us a little bit more juice. But Ty Summers, I really hope develops. Cole Holcomb obviously is a beast. Grisby's made some plays. Brailford's made some plays. Oakman is not doing anything. I don't know if I set him up, if I didn't make him correctly or whatever, but he's just not doing well. Anthony Johnson playing pretty well. He might even be the sack leader. We can go and check that out. But Carson got re-signed. Who else we signed? Sky Moore. But the real big thing is quarterback. Because, we're moving in the ball, but we're not getting in the end zone. And our receivers are trying to make plays, but our quarterback can't hit them. You know what I mean? And I'd say, hey, let's throw in Brett Rippon. He's a 58 overall, but when we played him in the preseason, he was missing. We put him in the regular season. He still missed. Matt Kessel is probably going to get cut, bro, because he can't do anything. So, I'm going to leave this episode with a question. Do we bring in another quarterback? Do we bring in on practice squad. I have to find him. Do we bring in Johnny Manziel? The Jets have already taken him, so we have to sign him from their practice squad. Do we bring in Johnny Manziel? I mean, the Jets obviously see something in him. He's a 64 overall. I mean, 6 foot 210, 27 years old, 2-year player, 88 throw power, 83 short accuracy, 77 medium, 77 deep accuracy, 79 throw on the run, 65 play action, 71 play under or throw under pressure. And I don't know, if we look at our quarterback ratings, he might be one of the better he might be better than all of them at a 65 overall or 64. Let's look at TEBOW. I mean, he's definitely better than TEBOW, and he's playing down. Is he going to be better than Brett Rippon? He's going to be better than Brett Rippon. Is he going to be better than Castle? He's going to be better than Kessel. I mean, Kessel's only got 78 throw power, and he's got 82 short accuracy. So that's, you know, the short accuracy is better. But, like, if we sign Johnny Manziel, he will be our best quarterback. Okay? He will be our best quarterback. And if we bring him in, TEBOW moves to QB2. And then I feel like Matt Castle gets cut. I just feel like he gets cut. Brett Rippon is still going to develop. Maybe possibly take over for TEBOW when he retires as backup quarterback. But, like, Matt Castle's probably going to be gone if we bring in Johnny Manziel. But that's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. I wanted to tell you guys that in light of making Johnny Manziel, let's just show you Johnny Manziel real quick. I wanted to show you this before we got out of here because I feel like with Johnny Manziel, I made Johnny Manziel, you know, the rating he should be. I used his Madden ratings from Madden 17. He was free agent in that game. He was a 68 overall, so I did lower it a little bit because I feel like a year later his stats would be a little bit, you know, downgraded some. So this is like a realistic Johnny Manziel. This is the stats that he had bumped down just a little bit to make it realistic for this series. But I figured since we did that and we have another real player on the team that we would do the same for Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow has moved down to a 49 overall. Now he's 48 overall with the -1 morale, but he's actually a lot closer to an upgrade. But I gave him his quarterback stats from Madden 22. I also gave him his tight end stats from Madden 22. So this is the most up-to-date version of Tim Tebow that we can get. Do we make the move and move Tim Tebow to tight end? Move Tim Tebow to fullback? We could have our Taysom Hill right here with Tim Tebow. I feel like with these athletic stats, I feel like he's going to move up quite a bit if we move him to a different position. But with that being said, if we bring in Johnny Manziel, I'm absolutely going to be moving Tim Tebow to a different position. I feel like he's a guy that we wanted to bring into this team and make him a thing. That was one of our rules, to make Tim Tebow a desirable player. He's 32 years old, 6 years of experience. Obviously, he did play full seasons, but it's 6 years. That's what it was in Madden 22. And he's 32 years old. There's still some chance to develop him at a different position, I think. Maybe. Not a quarterback. He's not going to be developing a quarterback. So, we have a question to ask. And as of right now, we'll move Tim Tebow back up because he was the starting quarterback. Do we bring in Johnny Manziel, and do we move Tim Tebow to a different position? I feel like that's the move, but we'll find out. So go back to regular me. Ridiculous doubleheader against the Bucs. We lost 45-3 against the Jags, 73-0 against the Buccaneers in our last game, so we don't have to play them again, thank God. But yeah, bye week next week, so I think we're gonna get into a lot of scouting, and then we'll do another doubleheader against San Francisco and the Titans. So I think we're gonna try to get through San Francisco pretty quickly, so we can do mostly the Titans game, because that's actually really big for us with the Oilers connections. So we are almost to week 10. That means what? 6 more games, 7 more games. Anyway, after that, but like, it's almost. I'm so ready to be the Oilers and have Brady and just continue to develop his team and get better and not lose by 73. But I'm out of here. I will let you know at the start of the episode next week what we do if we bring in Manziel. But I'm out. I got videos to edit. Peace.